honeys, welcome back to my canal. How are you guys? I know that it's been a very long time that I've actually sat down and did a tutorial for you guys. I think it's been about a week, I think, that I've actually uploaded. I needed a little break. I have a lot of things going on right now in my personal life. I just needed to step away for a little bit, but now I am back and I'm gonna be doing a smoky eyeshadow tutorial for you guys. I am so excited because I know that a lot of us struggle with you know, creating the perfect smoky eye. And the reason why I like this is because tons of different smoky eye looks as well. Anything from like super dark like this, or a brown smoky eye, or a smoked out liner. There's just so many different types when people say smoky eye. But for today's video, I'm going to be doing something really dark. I'm going to be going step by step, and I want to help you guys achieve a perfect smoky eye. And what better time to actually do a tutorial like this during quarantine when we have nothing to do. So you really have no excuse to sit at home and practice unless you have little ones. Ahí se te la paso because kids do take up your whole day. Pero para los que no tienen hijos, there's literally no excuse. So definitely take out your palette, your favorite palette that you want to use for today's tutorial. I'm also going to mention the brushes that you're going to need. So without further ado, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. So for today's palette, I'm going to be going into the AMREZY Anastasia palette, and because I haven't played with this in a very long time, if you do have the Anastasia Soft Glam palette, that is also a perfect palette to use. I actually don't have it here, I don't know where it's at, but that one has like light browns, medium dark browns, and then the black. And with the Anastasia, you guys, in collab with AMREZY, I like it too because we do have the lighter browns here. We have a dark brown and then we have the black. So we're gonna go in steps like this. So the first color that I'm gonna go into, you guys, is the light brown, which is called New Yorker. And it's this one right here. So I am gonna go into the Morphe M433 as per usual. We're gonna start to apply it right in the crease. Now when it comes to a dark smoky eye, I definitely want to keep it where my natural crease is right here on my eye. I don't want to take it up too high because that's when it starts to look like a panda and it starts to look like really messy, especially if it's your first time doing a smoky eye. You want to try your best to kind of keep it really close to your natural crease of your eye, and it just looks more classier and cleaner that way as well. So go ahead and start to pat it, and we're gonna work it right here in the crease and then take it all the way towards the inner corner, and you just want to pat and work the eyeshadow in, but we're keeping it still in the crease really close. I've done that before with my smoky eyes in the past, where you just gone too far up and it's just like game over because it starts to look really messy. Like in pictures it photographs really nicely, but then in person it's like, whoa. We definitely don't want that look. Okay, so now we're gonna bump up to the second color. So right now, like I mentioned, this is your transition color. It is super important to have a light shade first. Okay, so the next shade that we're gonna go into, you guys, is called 1988, and it's just the dark brown from the Anastasia times AMREZY palette. And same thing, you wanna keep this really close to the crease because you don't wanna hide the first eyeshadow that you placed. And remember, you guys, a little bit goes a long way. Use the tip of the brush to pick up the eyeshadow. So you always want to go like this, and that's pretty much it. Honestly. And when you have this amount of product, just start to apply it to the crease, and honestly sometimes it's even just enough, and then just blend with whatever you have left on the brush, versus if you're going in and picking up a lot of product at once, it's just going to create a lot of mess, a lot of fallout, and it's just going to go south from there. So with smoky eyes, you definitely want to be more particular, and a little bit goes a long way. I seriously can't stress that enough when it comes to a black smoky eye. Again, you don't have to copy what I'm doing. This is just my personal, you know, tips and experiences that I've had with doing smoky eyes for years. I'm still not perfect at it at all whatsoever, but this is a way that I do it and I'm comfortable, you know, with the outcome that I have. So remember, you don't always have to follow what I'm doing. I'm just here to help you guys make your smoky eye and provide tips that will make the transition or application so much more easier. Well, I hope. I hope that these tips do work for you guys. And you know that I'm always open to feedback. Comment down in the comments down below. Let me know how I did. Or if you try these techniques, you know that I like to be really chismosa and I want to know if these are helping you, okay? So you want to just continue, you guys, to pick up product, and also the intensity is totally up to you. You can build that up no matter how dark you want it. It's totally up to your own personal preference. Me personally, I like it to look really dark, but I don't want to take it up too high. Remember, you always want to keep it really close to the natural crease of your eye. All right, guys, so here we have transition shade number 2. Don't mind my wrinkles right here. Those are just my wrinkles. So remember, transition number 2. So now we're going to be ready to move on to a more darker color. Okay, so we're going to be switching brushes now. We're going to go into something more smaller and more precise. So I'm going to go into my Morphe M506 brush, and the reason why I am going into something more smaller is because we're going to go in with black now. And I know that black can be super scary, but also with doing a black smoky eye, I really want something more smaller and precise, so that way I can place the black eyeshadow where I want it to go. Again, remember, just the tip, we just want a little bit of product, and we're going to start to buff it in right in the crease, a little bit below the dark brown that we just placed, like that. And then going back in and grabbing some more product, just a little bit, start to move it in towards the inner corner, because this will just make it really easy for once we go in with the black cream eyeliner. You know, everything will just blend really nicely, and we don't want any skin peeking through. That is a huge thing too, you guys, when doing smoky eyes. You don't want your skin to be peeking through. With me, my own personal skin, I have a lot of arruguitas on my eyelids. So what I like to do is I always like to move my eyes like maybe to the right if I'm doing my inner corner, and then when I'm doing my outer corner, then I will look to my left. And you don't want to extend it, you just literally want to keep it right here, because we're going to go back into the Morphe M433, and that one's a little bit bigger and more fluffier, and we can just marinate the dark brown with the black together. But right now we're just mainly focusing on placing the black. And don't worry about not applying any eyeshadow on the main lid. That's totally okay, because remember, we're going to go in with the black eyeliner. So now I'm going to go back into the Morphe M433, and what we're going to do, you guys, is go back into the shade called 1988, which is the dark brown, because we want to go ahead and, just a tip, we want to go ahead and marinate both of these two together and blend. Lastly, with these type of looks, you guys, always be patient. I know that it can be very frustrating when it comes to doing a smoky eye, especially in a all black one. It can be very, you know, intense, very scary, but a little goes a long way. And patience, so just be patient. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and apply the black gel liner. Now this gel liner, you guys, is from Morphe. You can definitely use whatever one that you have. The Maybelline, I think it's called the Studio something liner. That one's also really good. I just don't know where mine's at. But I'm just gonna go into the Morphe one. It's still a really good gel liner for this tutorial. I'm also gonna go into the brush from KARITY. It's the E28. You can use any flat synthetic brush that you have that you normally use to apply glittery eyeshadows. Whatever the case may be, use something flat. I highly recommend that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into the gel liner. I know that this part can be super scary, so just literally just go like this and grab some product. And I like to use this particular brush because it's really big and flat, and it grabs a really good enough product for the eye. So what I like to do first is start to apply it right here in the center where we didn't apply anything, and start to pat it in. And you want to go all the way towards the crease, but you want to work all of the cream right here on the main lid, and then with whatever you have left on the brush, start to work it up. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the black, which is the BK shade. Now I'm gonna go into this small little Morphe brush. It's just a really small detailed flat brush, and we're gonna go into the shade called BK, and what we're gonna do is just start to pat the eyeshadow, the black eyeshadow, on the gel liner. And you just wanna pat. You don't wanna blend, okay? just pat, because if you blend, it's gonna go everywhere and you don't want to lift the gel liner. So make sure you are just using patting motions. Okay, so now to blend out these edges, you guys, I'm gonna go into a bronzer. I'm gonna be going into the City Bronzer by Maybelline in the shade 200 and using a clean Morphe M433. And all you're gonna do, you guys, is pick up some product, and what we're gonna do is just blend out the edges, because once we go in with bronzer next, I want everything to really smooth really well. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into the classic eye powder pencil from Charlotte Tilbury, you guys, and it's just a black pencil. I'm gonna go ahead and tide line my eye right here, go underneath, because I don't want any skin peeking through once I do apply my false lashes. For mascara today, I'm gonna go into the Urban Decay Perversion Bigger, Blacker, and Badder Lashes. And then for lashes today, I'm gonna go into the House of Lashes. These are really, really cute, you guys. They're called the ALLORA LITE, and I definitely didn't want to hide the black smoky eye because we worked so hard for it. So I'm definitely gonna go into a more lighter, smaller lash, and these have been like seriously my favorite these past couple of days that I've actually been using them for looks, and they are just really, really cute and I love them. So while our lash does dry, you guys, I'm gonna go back into that Charlotte Tilbury liner, and what we're gonna do is put it into the waterline, and then we're gonna smudge the lower lashes as well. And you guys remember the small little Morphe brush that we used to pat on the black eyeshadow? I'm gonna go into the dark brown 1988, and we're gonna start to just smudge that liner out. And se me va a secar mi lash. Have you guys ever done that where you guys forget and you have to reapply glue? Oh, that's like the worst. I'm just cleaning away any fallout that I have, because we're gonna go in and do my skin really quick off camera, and we definitely don't want any leftovers on my face. All right, my honeys, so that's pretty much it for the black smoky eye tutorial. I'm gonna go ahead and slap on my face really quick, and then I'll finish off with doing my lips here with you guys. I will be right back. All right, guys, so now it's time for lips. I'm gonna go into my Morphe Sweet Tea lip pencil, and then my KKW Beauty collab with Mario in the shade He's a Mixer. I'm so sorry that I'm using this lipstick in particular. I just love it. I feel like it fits perfect for this eyeshadow look. A nice nude lipstick, because we do have a lot of darkness going on, and I wanted to go in with something more on the nude side. All right, my honeys, so that's pretty much it for today's smoky eye. What did you guys think? Comment down below and let me know, because I want to read your comments. If you were following along, how was my explaining? Was it good? Were you able to follow along? I love to hear your guys' positive feedback or criticism, right? Criticism, feedback, whatever, however you say that. I definitely find a smoky eye very, very sexy and very classy. I don't know about you guys, but I just love when I see a woman with a nice black smoky eye. I don't know, they look very, like, you know, very catty and very sassy. And I'm wearing cheetah print, or is this leopard? No, is this cheetah? I think this is cheetah. Thank you again for spending your morning, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Thank you guys so much for being here and for showing me so much love and support. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe before you do leave my channel. And of course, check me out on Instagram if you're not following me yet. I do post there pretty often. Cuídense mucho. You know that I love you with all my heart. Besitos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!